Hello, hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday, guys. We're getting hyped. We're ready. Ready for some vibes. I think we're ready for some pumpage. I think maybe we're ready. I think we're ready for the moon? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? What's going on, Jay Benaby? Guys, smash the like button on your way in. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Smash the like button. Bitcoin's currently trading at $82,020. Get hyped in the chat. Okay. That's it. That's the end of the song. That's the most overly hyped intro song I've ever heard in my entire life. That is so sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. Before I get into anything, I got a little bit of, I have a message. I have a message from a friend of mine from New York. His name is NFT Nick, and I'm just going to let it speak for itself. Here y'all go. Listen up. While the market's trembling and the faint-hearted are dumping their bags, you've got a shot at greatness. Greed, my friend, isn't just good. It's your edge. While others see chaos, you see opportunity. Like Gordon Gekko snatching riches from the ashes of 87, fear's their game. Courage is yours. Buy now while they're running scared and build your empire on their panic. This isn't just a dip. It's your moment. Seize it. All right, that's it. Just a quick message from our friend NFT Nick over in New York. He wanted me to specify that it's not financial advice, but he did want to give everybody a little pep talk. He knows we're hurting just as bad as they are over in Wall Street. So let's get into it, guys. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. I'm growing out the ponytail a little bit of a. I don't even remember his freaking name. The guy from the GameStop saga, dude. Roaring Kitty, little bit of a Roaring Kitty vibe going on. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's get into the charts. Bitcoin is chilling at $82,027 in the range as always. We're always stuck in the range, although the weekend range did start up here, so they did kind of push us down and establish a different range right here, which I'm sure we're going to push out of the second Sunday's over with. So but as of right now, we're chilling at $81,988.89. It's not looking that great, honestly, for the crypto market. Bitcoin dominance, 62.2% at the moment. It does look like it's rejecting off of the top, the previous top, 62.3, which is good for us for now, but it is lingering up here for quite a long time, which is not good. Last time it lingered was right here, and it just pushed up further. Lingered right here, pushed up further. So lingering Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, as far as alts are concerned, is not a good thing. But I digress. We got 15 minutes until the daily close contest, so we got some time. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at as far as liquidation points go. Go over to the 12-hour. All right. Ooh, not a lot, actually. We got 45 million sitting up here at 83,629. And then what do we got underneath that? I'll just go all the way down here. 82,825. And then down below, there's really nothing down here, honestly. I'll go right here, I guess. 34 mil, 81,155. And then, what do we got here? There we go. 5 million, 7 million, 11 million. That's nothing. I'll just go down here, I suppose. Nope, that's 9. 15, I'll go 15. Yeah, that's the best we can do. 83.51. Okay. All right, let me check the chat. Dave spams some bananas. Jay Benabee's cracking up. Waterfly said gay glasses. Tom Selks Goat said NFT Nick D's nuts. Dave said, I hope someone looked at the one I posted in the Telegram. Did it rocket? I did. I think I'm the only other person that's in there. Dave, there's only a handful of folks in there. But I do get alerts whenever you post in there, and I do check it out. I did not get any, though. I'm still completely inactive on ETH. I do have some DBI, though, which is actually where NFT Nick comes from. In case you guys are not familiar. I made my Hollywood debut. It's no big deal. Zhao said Cho Ada? What does Cho Ada mean? Waterfly said, anyone else just a little bit concerned how much Bitcoin, Sailor, and Strategy own? No. What are they going to do? Get liquidated? Maybe when they sell, if they sell. I don't know if he would ever sell, but I say, can he be overthrown? Can something happen to him? Absolutely. I guess it is concerning. I've never really thought about it, but it does seem like it's concerning. Tishu said, skip what I said because it's bearish. No, I'm on top chat. I might not have seen it. Let me switch to live chat. Tishu said, I actually don't see what you said. ETH is closer to home. No moon for you yet. Is that what you're talking about? Otherwise, otherwise I don't see it. Anyways, let's go through some charts. ETH is down 1.31% on the day. Currently just sitting at $1,804. It is losing support left and right. Not gonna lie, kind of looking like a short here on ETH. Not financial advice. That's just me. And I'm really bad at shorting, so probably not a good idea to listen to anything I say as far as shorting is concerned. Yeah, not looking good. If we close below this with conviction, I'm looking for 16 minimum, 1670. Sol is down 0.07% on the daily. Chilling around 125. It looks like it might find support here. It's trying really hard to stay above that, but it really can't find support above 125. So if it breaks below that, next stop is 120, probably 110, maybe even 100. It's going to be psychological from this point forward. We're leading into Liberation Day, so I think everyone's just speculating left and right, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of liquidation events. We do have our fractal here on Total 3, which is showing us bottoming between today and April Fool's, actually. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if this actually plays out the way that it's laid out here. That would be very interesting. That would be our Total 3 bottom. Like 100% bottom as far as the future is concerned. Leading forward from here on out, April 1st, if this fractal is to be believed, then we could go up from there. But it's definitely interesting to watch this. As much as it sucks because I didn't want this to play out this way, I kept the fractal up and it seems to be playing out. ADA's down 2% on the day. Looks like it's trying to find support at previous support. There's a little bit of confluence here. I'm kind of at a point now where I'm just looking for another touchdown here at 50. So, because it's been playing this range for forever. So I don't see why it's not just going to do that again. But I'm trying to remain hopeful. If you notice here, most of the time, like, it pokes the upside for brief moments, but majority of the time is spent to the downside, which is pretty boring and lame and stupid and shitty. It makes people want to sell when it goes up, which is why they can't really sustain any bullish price action. Mr. Roberts said, hey, JJ, hello all. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? Waterfly said, if strategy, the company votes to sell, will crash Bitcoin. Yeah, that's true. It's very, very stormy outside where I live right now, so if I do get rugged, that's why. Hopefully, there's no power surge. Otherwise, that will destroy my PC. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. Next, we got SNEK is down 2.2%. I did buy some more SNEK down here because we've hit this trend line 3 previous times. This is the 4th time. So I'm a gambler. I'm a degenerate gambler. I can't help it. And we got a pretty decent support area right here for 30. So XRP is chilling. All right. Hang on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. The weather is getting spicy. That's all I'm saying. The weather's getting super spicy out here. All right, shall we continue? XRP is chilling at 213.91. It is actually at a support level that we've been watching. It broke below it for a second, broke back above it, and it's kind of indecisive at the moment as to whether or not it wants to continue to the downside. What if I said Roberts and TSU should have... Oh, I agree. I agree, actually. Let's make that happen. Mr. Roberts, for sure going to be a moderator. And TSU. Yeah, TSU's here frequently. Welcome to the mod life, guys. Waterfly, valuable opinion. Refuses to be a mod though, which is usually the best mod, the one that doesn't want to be one. But I won't curse him. XRP chilling at this support zone. We'll see if it breaks down or if it holds it. If it holds it, we could see a rebound. I am kind of looking for another retest of $2 though, at the very minimum, because it's already retested it twice. So why not a third time? You know what I mean? HBAR is down 2.24%. It did break below its descending support area. Is this a fake out? I don't know. It's looking like a W right here. I'm not going to lie. Which is a little bit bullish. And we did have it oversold on the RSI, on the 4-hour RSI for a moment. There was no confirmed red dot. Back here there was. So it's not as bearish as Bitcoin was. But everything's correlated to Bitcoin at the moment. So we're kind of just at the mercy of the Bitcoin overlords. Satoshi himself. SWE is up 1.34%. SWE has been kind of killing it. Like, really killing it. It is kind of at a pivot point right now with this ascending support line. It's broken below it at the moment, and it's got some wicks, but it does seem, again, indecisive. You got to keep in mind, all of these things are reaching oversold points on the higher time frames. And, you know, it takes a while for it to, like, maybe on the daily, it's not anywhere near oversold. But we got some green dots in the past. And then on the weekly, it's going to be even further away. But everything on the 4-hour and 1-hour, you know, those higher time frames within the daily are reaching oversold territories, which could signal a temporary bounce up. Just something to keep an eye on. Ondo, getting a little spicy on Ondo. So we've had a break below this support area once before, and a pretty big wick down here that went down to 72. And right now, we're broke below that 80-cent area again. Is it going to wick back down? I don't know. It does look like it's rejecting 80 cents. So, again, though, that could be a trap. It could be a trap. The momentum wave on Market Cipher is showing a potential upside, but this thing can trend down here for a little while. before it does anything. So don't rely solely on that. Look at how long it went back here, back here, back here. Like it can chill down there for a little while. These are all just observations, but we're keeping an eye on it. It did break up, and then now it's retesting, but it's retesting lower, so we're getting a little bearish in the chat. We really are. Not in the chat specifically, just in general. Aerodrome is down 1.49% on the day. This thing broke below its 50-cent support area, and it is no longer wicking. It did fill the wicks, though, so maybe that's a thing. Volume's kind of falling off a cliff here. It's getting a little spicy. Getting a little spicy for Aerodrome. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Render's down 2.79% on the daily. It did break into $4 to the little $4 range that it had been in previously. It's done that a couple of times. It has yet to hold it, though, since breaking out of it. It's broken into it 3 times. 4th time's a charm. Looks like it's losing the $3.50 support area. So it might get a little spicy here for Render as well. Polkadot is down 0.44%. And it's sitting at $4. So it doesn't look too bad. It's got 1 hit. It's going down for the 2 for the potential W. I don't know if it's going to hold. I'm bearish today. Sundays are bearish. Sundays have been bearish for quite some time. So I don't really know what to make of them. We did enter oversold on the 4-hour on Polkadot. So that's good. But we do have 2 confirmed red dots on Market Cipher. So again, the red dots are iffy. What if I said you have tape on hat, JJ? No, this is it's my tie. I'm doing the I gotta take it off. It's making my head hot. I was trying to go for the oh shoot, I keep forgetting his name. Roaring Kitty vibe. After our friend NFT Nick gave us some insight, a little pep talk, a little inspirational speech at the beginning of the live stream. Tishu said thanks. Let's see. Mr. Roberts said, Waterfly, thanks for the kind gesture. Not sure if I'd be a great mod, but cheers, man. It's too late, Mr. Roberts. You have no choice. Tishu said, I was out for a minute. Thanks for the shout out, Waterfly. Brad said, deviation, bruv. Tyler said, let's go for that triple crown today. Oh, okay, we got less than 1 minute until the daily close contest. We're at Polkadot. Don't let me forget later. Let me zoom in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Let me zoom in, and yep, we're on the 1 minute, and we're good to go. All right, let's get ready. Let's get ready. We got 40 seconds left until you guys can begin to guess for the daily close contest. And I did prepare the prize for today as well. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. All right. Oh. All right, get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Waterfly said JJ and I recognize good people. Tom Selleck Goat said Sundays are bearish because everyone knows Trump's going to say tariff stuff tomorrow. See, last time we got good news on a Sunday, though, with the strategic reserve thing. So they've definitely made it psychologically tricky. My fiance thinks I'm an idiot. She's like, every Sunday is bad. Every single time. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And she said it again today. She said it yesterday. I was like, should I long or short? And she's like, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do shit. And I didn't do shit. And it was crappy. And I was like, damn it. So 882, 311.69. Okay, cool. Oh. I told her, I said next weekend, next Sunday, I'm going to try to short. It's getting spicy out. I might legit lose power. Like, for real. If I go dark, it's because I lost power. It sounds so spooky outside. All right, we got 4 guesses so far. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming in like crazy. Tishu 82, 292 and 9 cents. Hoffs 81999.03. Hoffs is back from the thrift shop. He's been there for a week. They said, "Sir, you can't be here anymore. You've been here for too long." And he was actually clutching onto what he thought was a Renaissance painting, hissing at the store clerk, who was just an intern. So it's actually kind of messed up. You guys are crazy. You guys are getting out of control. Hoffs is changing his guess. Did I get Tyler's? Yes, I did. Keep in mind, I'll honor your change to an extent. Sometimes I might not want to. It got really quiet now. Now the quiet's freaking me out. Everything was just like super windy and spooky, and now it's complete silence. Like sensory deprivation silence. Oh. Okay. What time is it? I got 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Do. Hoff said I'm changing because I'm getting fucked by Canadians. A Canadian threesome? What's that called? That's called like an apology. Something funny. I feel like you can make a Canadian joke with a Canadian threesome. A large farva. A liter of cola. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. Makes me think of Super Troopers too. That's pretty funny, man. Oh, man. All right. Fahid said he's changing his. You better hurry. You got 1 minute, 20, 19, 18 seconds. Hoff said I'm done with you all. Okay, Tyler changing his. Let's see. Dixie said, smash the like if you respect your dog. All right, 82, 303 cents. Oh, Tyler said I'm in with the change. 82, 325 and 1 cent. Okay. And Fahid is going 300. All right. Any more changes? You guys got 25 seconds left. Any more changes? 13 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Time's up. Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Dixie said, love the content, JJ. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, Dixie. Guys, big dog energy. Let's get these bad boys in order. Ryan, 82, 311 and 69 cents. 81, 9, 82, 81. Waterfly's going above time, so let's go. Copy. Oh. Jay Beneby, 82, 466. Copy. This goes above everybody. Dude, the siren's going off. Shut the fuck up. It's getting so creepy outside. 82, 292 and 9 cents. Copy. Oh, I keep doing that. It keeps doing that. It's not my fault, I swear. 82, 325. Copy. 82, 325. 325, okay? 82, 3 even. Copy. 82, 3 even. Right here. Yep. Okay, Mr. Roberts, 82, 497. Copy. Okay, this goes above everybody as well. And 82, 222 and 33 cents. Copy. 82, 222 and 33 cents. Okay. Okay. Are we good? Who's mad? Let Jim in. Where's Jim? I don't see Jim. Ooh, the thunder. $69. All right, I'm letting Jim in. I'm letting Jim in. $69. Oops. Okay. Let me check the chat really quick. Jim said, I don't want to go to prison. Jim and B out. All right, I think we're in order. We're in order. Law and order has been established. We got less than 3 minutes remaining. We got Mr. Roberts, 82. Okay, let me get my first two digits. 81, 82, 82, 82, 82, 82, 82, 82. Okay, my first two digits are in order. And then the 81 is 9, that's by itself. We got 81, 222, 292, 300, 311, 325, 466, and 497. That, my friends, is what we call efficiency. Welcome to the channel. Smash the like button if you guys are new. Subscribe. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. We got 2 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Bitcoin's currently trading at $82,295.48. If it closes right here, $295, the winner will be Tishu. Very interesting. Look at this big fat spike in volume. A lot of buys right there. Is it going to get overly bullish and spike like crazy? Let's see. 82,313 and 37 cents. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. 336. It's a close call right now. I believe Tyler's in the lead. Again, shut the fuck up. If Tyler wins, something's going on. Tyler has won 2 days in a row. Fahid and Hoffs have been sleeping on the sidelines. And Tyler has won 2 days in a row. By the way, Tyler has passed Waterfly and is now in second place because first place is tied between Hoffs and Fahid. How crazy is that? It's that easy. And first place is going to big fat something at the end of the year. It's going to be spicy. Very spicy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our last 60 seconds on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Bitcoin's currently trading at $82,354.55, making Tyler still in the lead. We need a big spike up or down in order to dethrone Tyler from a hat trick. From a hat trick. 41 seconds left on the clock. 82,359. You guys left a big gap above Tyler, and we know the price likes to trade sideways. 82,369 and 38 cents. 27 seconds left on the clock. $11, 10 seconds. Oh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got to spike up. The closing price of Bitcoin for the week and the day is $82,389.99. $82,389.99. 82,389.99. 82,389.99, making Tyler the winner once again. That's 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, spam the bananas in the chat. Congratulations, Tyler, on your 3rd victory in a row. Coming for that first place prize at the end of the year. It's getting pretty crazy, guys. Tyler's not fucking around. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Let's zoom out to the 4-hour time frame. Looking like a potential W still. We got a lot of wicks to the downside. Let's see. Let's add Tyler to the victory document. Once again, I might as well just put his name on tomorrow, too, at this rate. You guys are lacking. You guys are lacking and slacking. Lacking wins and slacking effort. What the hell's the date today? What have I done? Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. I'm so bad with numbers. I don't know what the hell's my problem. All right, let's see. Congratulations, Tyler, on your hat trick. Big win, big deal. Potentially Guinness Book of World Records, most wins in a row for JJ's Cryptic Corner's daily close contest in 2025, because that's how obscure their records are. Let's see what Tyler won, guys. Give me a drum roll in the chat. Spam the bananas. I didn't spam bananas yet. Do I spam bananas? Let me spam bananas first, because it's funny and awkward when I interrupt myself. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Here we go with the drum roll. You won a singular Cheeto, apparently with some kind of white mold around it. Congratulations on your victory, Tyler. Once again, guys, smash the like button, spam the bananas in the chat for Tyler. Tyler's been killing it this week. But Sunday's the last day of the week. Is he going to kill it next week or not? Find out next week at JJ's Cryptic Corner. Let's see. Let me check the chat. I lost my mouse again. My mouse is gone. Oh, shit. Okay. Here we go. Tyler said I want crowns. He doesn't get to make those kinds of demands. Who does he think he is? Brian said, because Tyler lowered his price. Like I said, you guys are allowed to change your prices within the time limit at my discretion. If I choose to not honor it, then... Congratulations, Tyler, though, once again on your victory. Dave said, my pin link is worth 60% less than what I bought. Mine's worth like 90. That's pretty funny, though. That Cheeto looks like a coupon I clipped out of a newspaper. Damn, you got some crazy coupon clipping hands. I might have to unplug my mouse and plug it back in. My mouse is completely gone. Oh, there it is. All I had to do was go over to a different window, I guess. What if I said step up Hoffs and Fahid, even though Fahid just copies others? It's all in the spirit of competition. If you guys want to hold another vote, we can. We can hold it in the Discord as well. We can hold it in the Discord if you guys want to establish new rules. But it's not up to me. It's up to the community because it's decentralized. Anyways, let's get back to it. I think it was on Polkadot. Let's go to Caspa. Caspa was down on the day some amount. It does look like everything looks like it's setting up a W right here. But is it going to do a WM and then continue to the downside? We'll have to wait and see. Tyler said, JJ, you missed when Jim was trying to talk, LMAO. What? He said you're the man, now dog? What do you mean when Jim was trying to talk? He said I was close, darn. And then I see he said, wick to 69 for my short, please. Chewy said, was the daily close 3 minutes ago? Yeah, give or take. Like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago for you to enter. Muhammad said, hello. What's going on, Muhammad? Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. ADA to 0. Might happen, man. It might happen. Cass is down, and we'll see if it does a little double bottom to potential higher low. We got higher lows right now. As of right now, if we reverse right here on a lot of these charts, we got higher lows. So we'll see what comes of it. Avalanche is down 0.05 on the day so far since the daily close. It has been breaking down ever since it lost $22. It was bullish for a minute and then it turned bearish. We are back in our range though on Avalanche. It was ranging in between 18 and 20 for quite some time. It is officially back in that range. If it can't hold 18.28, then it's probably going down to 16. We'll see if that comes to that though. We got a lot of stuff to keep an eye on. It's going to be very indecisive this week because we are coming into Liberation Day. So no one really knows what to expect there. Shrap was down 1.5% yesterday. Today, it has not made a single trade on KuCoin yet, so we don't actually know what's going on. It's just the same price. But Shrap, it looks like it is officially rejecting the neckline at 810, and it's coming back down to test 6. So we'll see what comes of that. Chainlink is down 0.07%. So far since the daily close, we did lose our pink trend line, which was around 15.11. And at the moment, it's trading at 13.40. Next stop, in my opinion, probably going to be around $11 to $12 if it continues to the downside and doesn't get a little double bottom bounce right here. We do got some previous support that it might have. Yeah, there's a lot of confluence here at 12.40. So we'll see if that plays out into anything. And where it's currently sitting, there's a decent amount of confluence too. We got 1, 2, 3, for. There's a lot of confluence. Chainlink's got a big chart. It's been around for a while, so definitely keep an eye on where it's at right now. And if it loses that, probably looking at 1240 as the next stop. Doge is also chilling, potential double bottom. It did lose 1681 though. It's at 1669. Nice at the moment. We'll see if it continues to the downside or breaks back above that 1681 support. If it does continue down, then we're probably looking at a reaction off of 1541. Otherwise, we're probably going back down to 1520-ish. We'll see. Polygon Matic Pole broke below 2063, I guess. And it's currently trading at 2043. It looks like it wants to try to get back above 2063, though. We'll see. We're getting to the point where it's very, very zoomed in on a lot of these charts. So, Dave said, do some TA on Kokoro on ETH. Is that a DEX screener coin? Yeah, I'll take a look at that for you, Dave. Near, chilling, looking at a potential W. Near actually looks like it's holding up a lot better than a lot of other stuff. We'll see if it can get back above this trend line and then maybe break. Is this the fake out? And then it's going to do that. That'd be kind of cool. And Chili's is potential double bottom. It did break below its legacy trend line at the moment. And the next stop is probably going to be 41. And then from there, it's pretty much just going to 0. Silver got a little bit choppy today. MicroStrategy looks the same. DXY got a little bit dumpy today. NASDAQ looks the same. And S&P looks the same. We'll see what tomorrow has in store for the stock market. Bitcoin dominance still trying to project 62.3. And Bitcoin is invading the Cheeto. Congratulations, Tyler, once again. Let's go take a look at Kokoro on ETH. Kokoro on ETH. Ooh. Guys, if you want some legit alpha, Dave, literally, he only shares like 1 or 2 coins every couple of months, and every single time they seem to be absolute bangers. So this thing's only up 68.9% in the last 24 hours since he shared it, though. Let me backdate this. Let me show you guys. Let me go to my, I don't even know where the hell the thing is, Telegram. The Telegram is linked in the description down below, by the way, if you guys are interested in joining. Dave shared this first on March 25th. So back here, March 25th, Dave shared this bad boy, and it has since gone up 182%. I'm just saying. I can show you guys the proof, or you can go check for yourself. This is in my Telegram. This is Dave's thing that he shared. Let me make sure that you guys can actually see it. March 25th. Can you see that? Yeah. See it? Absolutely killed it. So, do some TA on it. Keep in mind it is a meme coin. It is oversold on the 4-hour. It's oversold on the, or I'm sorry, overbought on the 4-hour and the daily. And the 1-hour, you got the Bongo Cat on the 1-hour, which is usually bullish when it's in the RSI. But it has gone up since then. Potential bearish div. Yeah, you got bearish div for sure. You got bearish div. You got increased volume, which is really good. But you want to sustain that. Let me go to the 4-hour. I like the 4-hour the most, I think. Yeah, you got bearish div here too. A lot of bearish div. What you need, I guess, to solidify this bearish div on the 4-hour is a reaction. You want the price to go down. If the price goes down and starts closing down and like establishes a little pattern right here to where this actually looks like a peak, then you can establish this as bearish div for sure. As of right now, it's up in the air because this could just continue up. And then eventually this would make the bearish div invalid. You know what I mean? So you want to look for that confirmation. But the increased volume looks really good. The liquidity is literally my birthday. Liquidity to market cap ratio is not bad. I would like it to be 1.3 million though. It's about, what is it? Half of 10%, 5%, maybe. Let's look at the holders. Okay, yeah, even the top holder's not even that bad. And that's probably an exchange. Liquidity contract. It could be a burn wallet as well. I don't know. But 2% is really not bad at all. I like it. It's on ETH, so exercise caution because, you know, it costs gas. If you guys are going to trade this and you're not familiar with trading stuff on ETH, just be prepared. You got to have gas left over. Don't just ape your entire portfolio into this because you won't be able to sell it later without topping off your wallet. You got to make sure you have ETH left over to pay for gas. And I believe gas prices have gone down on ETH, so it's probably a lot easier to execute trades. Plus, no one's really trading right now, so it's a decent sized opportunity. But maybe look for a potential pullback, a little potential curl down. This thing does look like it looks like it pulls back pretty chill, and it does pull back. So if it does that on this trajectory, maybe complete estimate, is that it's going to do this and then continue. I'll leave that line on there and see if that's what happens. I'm actually going to pull it down a little bit. Do one of those. And what's going to happen is people are going to try to trade this, and it's just going to do this, and they're going to buy and sell a bunch and get all pissy, and then it's going to skyrocket after they sell and get out. But yeah, looks good. I like it. We got some news to go through. Let me check the chat, though, see what you guys are up to. Mr. Roberts said, late bananas. I was in the shed. Jim said, I just don't like it when ADA dumps because I know Charles is watching the price with a bottle of Hennessy. Jim said, is Liberation Day when my options get margin called? I don't know, actually. I think I'm going to stream Liberation Day. So if you guys are looking for somebody to cope with on Liberation Day, I'll probably be here. Dave said, oh, yep, I read that already. Jim said, what's with everyone buying GameStop? Probably trying to margin call the shorts again. It's like there's more shorts on GameStop now than there were when they were doing the Roaring Kitty thing. Chewy said, we feel you, Dave. We're all broke at this point. Mr. Roberts said, GameStop announced a Bitcoin reserve for themselves. Waterfly said, GameStop about to dilute shareholders. No one should be buying. Jim said, that sounds like it'd be more a useful strategy for a smaller, short-sold company and not the naked shorted monolith. Mr. Roberts said, I'd stay away from the dirt, though. Stay away from that dirt, though. I don't know what that means. Chewy said, everyone here, only warning to buy Arrow. It's going to 4x in 2 months. Jim said, regular Cheetos or Flamin' Hot. That's definitely a regular Cheeto. Flamin' Hot has red all over it. Mr. Roberts said, I'll check the chart. Waterfly said, LOL, Chewy, you make me LOL. You guys are so cute together. Chewy said, it's guaranteed, Waterfly. 100%. Jim said, I don't like all those wicks. Muhammad said, sold to 0. Jim said, sold to 69. Dave said, thanks. It's all about the narrative for me. First black and white Shiba Inu. It's, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. CT said, sorry if undiscussed. I just got here, but can you do short-term Bitcoin TA, please? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Short-term, it's looking like a W at this very moment, but you want to see a reaction first before you solidify that take. Right now, you got your first hit. You're looking at a second hit. Within that, even shorter term, a little more zoomed in, you got a W going into an M, which should break down further, technically speaking. We got our liquidation points right here. We got them all marked on the chart with the green, which you should, if you're trading especially, definitely reference the liquidation heat map. Click on symbol, go to 12-hour, and then zoom in, especially if you're short-term trading. Zoom in, see what you can see. We got a lot of liquidity up here at 83,629. This right here, this is a big boy. If they take that out, then the exchanges are going to make a lot of money liquidating that guy in fees specifically. Jim said JJ isn't red though. I'm definitely red. Have you not seen my beard? So right now, I would say I'm looking for a bounce where it's at. If it decides to break this level, then it's going to get a little bit spicy, but you want to see a solidified break, not just a close, because see, it closed right here, and then it immediately went back up with vengeance. Closed right here, immediately went back up with vengeance. Each time it seems like it's getting weaker, so it might actually go down from here, but that might be a trick to trick the bears. You really got to keep an eye on it. Make sure if you're going to trade, not financial advice, I would highly recommend a tight stop loss and babysit your trades. Make sure you're not playing with any more than you can afford to lose. We did get another confirmed red dot here on the 15-minute right up here, which is leading to this current downtrend. I don't know what the red dot entails. If you're supposed to look for a specific percentage, it's currently down 1.5% right now. That's a lot for Bitcoin. We got a little spike in volume right here. Each time we've had that, it seems like we got some uptrend in the price, but it's not big enough to call for a decent size reversal yet. So right now we're kind of establishing a little baby uptrend right here. See if it comes down here and reacts. Oops. See if it comes down here and reacts. If it does one of these, then I would look for a breakdown a little bit later. There's a lot of different ways that you can look at it. Let's pull a fib. Yeah, see, it just kind of ate that whole move. If it does go down, maybe look for 80,900. I don't know. It's anyone's game at this point. The bears are definitely winning, though. When you can just perma short and continue to win, that's how you know you're in at least a bear trend. Jim said it's a lot cheaper for market maker to go down, though. I don't think it is. I think it's cheap for them to go either way because they're just banking. They're just banking dough. Waterfly said he's ignoring me now. Let me read chat, aka let me read what I want. Of course I digress. Well, let me read what Waterfly said. He said JJ is flaming. And then Jim said JJ isn't red though. Chewy said, is that why he keeps showing us the Cheeto Waterfly secret messages? I've been very upfront about my desire for unsolicited wiener pictures in my DMs, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's nothing secret about it. For real though, if you guys do want to participate in the daily close contest without making a guess or anything like that, or even if you do, you can still submit your phallic foods via DM on either X or Discord. Just shoot me a message. Don't actually send me a photo of your penis though, because I'll probably ban you. Or anybody else's penis for that matter. As long as it's just dick-shaped food, I don't care. But we do have a potential uptick in the momentum wave on our little market cipher clone. Keep an eye on that. Nothing's really green yet. Everything is still indecisive. We got some stuff on X to take a look at. Jim said, I think we're going to the abyss. SPX futures looking gnarly. Oh yeah, Dixie said, you want to see my dong? Let's go take a look at dong. There we go. Dong is currently sitting at a $133,000 market cap, fully diluted value $142,000, liquidity $50K, and I believe I mentioned this down here. I'm just saying, if I didn't, then it was right here. But not financial advice, guys. If you would have gotten it when I mentioned, you'd be up 238% right now. I'm just saying. We also got some pretty sick memes. Feel free to join the Dong Discord. Highly recommend. It's a lot of fun there. Some fun people. Some fun folks. So, anyways. Let's go through some news. Look at it. Concord might actually just continue up and say F you, JJ. Oh, before we go through some news. Jim said Dong have a nice curve to it. It does. We got our portfolio update, which has... This is the narrative portfolio. I want to do this one last because I like this one. We got our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. Shit. All right, hold on. I got to freaking log in every single time. Every single time. Takes 2 seconds, but damn. All right, here we go. So we got our Memecoin portfolio. I guess we're starting with. This was originally a $1,000 portfolio. It's currently down $300. We got Pepe, Doge, and Giga holding up the fort. SNEK and Whip dragging her down. And it's not looking good. This is a post-Libra Memecoin portfolio. Then we got our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. Grok suggested or recommended 60% of these coins. This is currently down $212, which is not that bad, honestly. Being held up by Render, Aptos, Near, ADA, and SHIB. Being dragged down by Ondo, Proppy, Sol, Doge, and AGIX. Yeah. Honestly, it's not as bad as I would have expected it to be, but it's getting pretty spicy. It's getting there. The narrative portfolio, however, this was a $500 investment. I think we got in at a really good time because it's still only down 70%, which is, or I'm sorry, $70, which is 14%, which is pretty damn good considering where the market's at the moment. We got gaming, Memecoin, real-world assets, decentralized physical infrastructure, and artificial intelligence in this one. And so far, it's a winner, man. Being held up by Peppa, Mana, and Vet, and being dragged down by Fetch and Tau. So, yeah. All right, let's go through our news. This one was pretty funny. This one just made me laugh. Larry David is a genius, but every time crypto guy's posting, fuck this crypto shit, I'm out. Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. We got Vivek saying whales are buying Bitcoin like never seen before. Something is coming big time. Problem I think I see is that whales can afford to wait, and they can also afford probably like a 50% downturn from here. So who knows? Waterfly seems to think that we're not going to go down that much. So I'm trying to bite my tongue and shut the fuck up and stop being a little whiny little bitch. Michael Vandepop, which is a pretty sick name. I don't know anything about the guy himself, but he said we are at depression with altcoins. The bull market hasn't even started. Everyone's saying the bull market hasn't even started. I've been saying this for like a year now, and everybody laughed in my face. Now look at me. Yeah, depression wouldn't surprise me. At least with altcoins. He did specify with altcoins, so it does kind of make sense. The bull run for altcoins specifically definitely has not started. Bitcoin, on the other hand, Bitcoin, maybe in optimism. I don't know. Who knows, man? Or hope? I don't know. But this chart, everyone brings it up so much. I think people are sick of seeing it now. I'm starting to see more and more people be like, they're posting with the every other letter being capital and lowercase. They're like, which state of the market do you think we're in? Which is pretty funny. It is getting old. We got Unusual Whales. Apparently added a Trump tracker to Unusual Whales that follows all of President Trump's speaking schedule. I clicked on this, and I don't know if it's up to date, because I think all of this stuff changed, but who knows? Apparently they're just stalking him, but it might be a useful tool. We might have this up during Liberation Day and see what's going on. Maybe we'll try to find a live stream on that too. I haven't solidified exactly what I'm going to do, but we got Polymarket users predicting a 75% chance that the U.S. will have a national Bitcoin reserve by the end of 2025. This confused me, because didn't we establish that already? Like, what are the rules around making a bet on Polymarket? Can I just make one that says, like, Donald Trump will be the president in the United States in 2025 and win money? It seems weird to me. We got on average, Bitcoin goes up 12.98% in April. We'll see what happens. As of right now, we got February's down 17.39%, and March is down 0.1%, which is actually not that bad. But the sideways, man, the time capitulation is real. If it closes like this, I wonder if that'll be the least volatile month. I see 0.04 right here. Is there anything else that's small? I might look at this later and see, because that's actually kind of funny. What came after that? We had 25% almost increase. That's crazy. I wonder if that's going to happen again. And before that, we were actually green. Whoa. Okay. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what comes of the next quarter, actually. Tomorrow, or today technically now, is the last day of quarter one. April 1st, April Fool's, is going to be Q2, day one of Q2, which is going to be interesting. We got Cointelegraph saying which crypto narrative will dominate Q2 2025: AI, gaming, DeFi, RWAs, others. They actually forgot decentralized physical infrastructure. One of the ones that we do not have in our narrative portfolio is DeFi, actually. So we might have to add something. We got research saying that our Cointelegraph research specifically saying that the AI agent sector is evolving from hype-driven speculation to value-driven sustainability. Early AI agent projects thrived on narratives and ICO momentum, but as the sector matures, real adoption and revenue generation are becoming the key success metrics. This is what I was talking about when I first mentioned this whole concept. How sick would it be to have your own AI agent that you could just give, like, maybe you just give it like 5% of your DCA. You give it, let's say you give it $50 and you tell it, and you give it permission and everything. You have all these permissions and your KYC info and shit like that. And you tell it, I want you to make a legal online business with the sole purpose of turning a profit every week, and see what it does, and have it like learn from, I don't know. I feel like that could be done, and it's probably being done right now already. I'm pretty sure there's AI agents on Cardano specifically that are doing that. It's just cool to see, man. It's so cool to see this stuff evolve so quickly. It's scary, but it's cool. And then the last one we got, update. Ethereum is about to close Q1, its worst returns since 2018. Will it recover in Q2? 2018 Q1 returns were down 46.6%, but then it had a 15% rise in Q2. And then Q3 and Q4 were apparently down 50%, down another 50%, which is freaking crazy. But it made up for it a whole 8 months later. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, or 6 months later. We'll see what comes of it. It's definitely going to be an interesting time. It's been an interesting time, and I don't know. It's quite the experiment. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your 3rd victory in a row. Getting crazy with the daily close contest. Let me check the chat. Muhammad said, when are you heading to Georgia again? I have no idea. I have no clue. I made a lot of money in Georgia, though. But we got jobs in Michigan right now. Chewy said bull market is closer to being over than starting when Bitcoin went from 15K to 108K. Jim said, when did it start? Oh, wait. Jim also said, Waterfly said, I have fajitas, cocktail weenies. Jim said, Dong has a nice curve to it. Narrative looks painful. Memes outperforming the narrative. Incredible. Oh, I think you're right. No, you're not. When did it start? Waterfly said, when Vegas. If I ever do a meetup, it's going to be like in the Midwest. For sure. Maybe CJ Barrymore's or something. Dude, we got a Dave and Buster's out here. Mr. Roberts said, could go down 50 points and be okay with my first buys, not the second recent entry. I'm holding both, though. Waterfly said, Fahid, what Muslim holiday is it? Jim said, ETH had a meteoric move. It had to bite the dust in 2018. It didn't have a meteoric move this time. It's definitely biting the dust, though. Tyler said 2020 is a good comparison to where we are headed. And yeah. Let's go take a look at 2020. There we go. 2020. Yeah, it really does seem like that, doesn't it? If you take this, let's go bars pattern. I'm just going to take this whole thing. This monster right here. And I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to stretch it so it actually fits. Are you ready? Look at that. That's quite a fractal right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get too crazy with it. But I mean, you really can't argue with that logic. It sucks because it calls for June, like a June bottom, like sideways for what seems like forever now, after how long we've waited, especially for alt season. But right here, you got another 93 days, 3 more months. Again, none of this is financial advice. A fractal is simply an idea based on stuff that's happened in the past. And it's actually stretched out a little bit too far. Oh, can I shorten this up? Can I make... Hold on, let's see if we can let's see if we can get this to fit our bias. It really does look so similar, doesn't it? Everything about it, even the shape. This little uptick, downtick, the dump, the accumulation, and then the rise to fame. Ooh, this is going to be crazy, dude. If this plays out, that's going to be so insane. This might be my new favorite fractal besides the one on Total 3. Look at that, though. If this plays out, Waterfly said people who follow Muslim faith were lighting up fireworks by me. Maybe they just like fireworks. Tyler said, look at the percentage chart for 2020. Jim said, I also proposed 2016. Mr. Robert said, Waterfly, I can't remember the name of it, but it lines up very similarly with Lent. I really like this fractal a lot. I think I pulled it up too much. Right. That's pretty close. I'm going to call that close enough. That's close enough for me. So if we do, we're probably going to bottom potentially around 78, 79K. If we're following the fractal. Mr. Robert said, wait, JJ, where the F is that fractal from? 2020. This is 2020. What I just grabbed and pulled over right here is literally this. And I stretched it. You got to stretch it to fit the current amount of liquidity. And man, oh man, this thing points out $1.8 million top. I don't know if we're going to go that high. I'd be happy with 120K. Shit, I'd be happy with 100K at this point. Just take us there, please. I'm sick of this 80K crap. My bags are sick of it. I'm tired, man. But this fractal looks amazing. I'm totally cool with this fractal. A little more chop. Let's measure the chop again. Right from where we're at. And again, this could get invalidated at any time. It's just a fractal. Like I said, a fractal is just an idea of what's happened in the past. We got 70 days, 67 days, so 2 months, 68. 2 months. A lot of people are calling for May when we start going up again. I don't hate that idea. Do I want to open a short right here? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know how much, honestly, lower we can go before this is like completely invalidated. But I was able to stretch it around quite a bit before it actually looked bad. So, take all of this with a grain of salt. We could see some recovery leading into mid-April, and then a little dumperoo right around my freaking birthday every single time. Literally, and then a little recovery, and then another little dumperoo, and then some chop, and then some moon. Not financial advice. We'll see what happens. I don't hate it, though. I really actually quite like it. I'm gonna save this, I think. I'm gonna download this chart and save it. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice looking chart. Nice looking fractal. I'll publish it on X later. But yeah, it looks like end of February we were oversold. Right now, we're not oversold right now. Let me go back here. Oh, jeez, the Cheeto. Cheeto's out of control. Get the Cheeto out of here. So we also have this, which might be this. No, that's not the same fractal. This is a different fractal. Shorter term time frame. That's showing a potential bottom of 72K. So we'll see if we go that far. At the moment, though, our end of February bottom, which was up here, is calling for some bullish div. Problem is the bullish div calls for the price eventually longer term to decrease while the RSI eventually longer term increases, which is the opposite of what we want. But our RSI is reaching a bottom on the daily, or at least the lower trend line. Might have broke it already. Forget I said anything. That turned out more bearish than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to shut up now. Let's go look at Total 3 and how smart I am. This is on the daily. Let me go on to the 4 hour. Mr. Robert said, yeah, for sure. 80 and 48 low tomorrow on that fractal that I was just looking at. That's on Binance. Yep. Tomorrow? I don't know. This is a daily fractal, and it's showing that we're supposed to be 85-ish. Our low would be April 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th, around 80K. So we better get a bounce soon. And again, you know, the fractal doesn't have to follow it to a T. Right here, it deviated a little bit. The fractal went up while the price went down. Right here, I'm sure it can do the same thing. Just integral for tomorrow? Yeah, I have no clue. No clue. Total 3 fractal looking for May 10th. What is that over here? What the hell is that? Right here? Yeah. See, this is going to be the same concept. We're going to go up a little bit. Everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, the bull market. And then we're going to do this. It's going to go from this to this. Everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, sell your bags. We're going to zero again. If that happens, if it plays out that way. It's all psychology. And you know, if we end up getting screwed, then we get screwed. Tyler said 2020 percentage chart. I don't know, how do you pull a percentage chart? Oh, that thing that I was looking at? This thing? 2020 percentage for March was 24%. And then April was 34%. Oh, yeah, because we had green January, red February, red March, and then green April. Is that what you're talking about? I actually kind of like that. Because the only time was 2014, and that was red, red, red. But the third one was really small. Second one's really small. So I guess it's not going to be the same every single time, but it kind of shows that people aren't selling as much as they want to. It does compare. It really does. 24%. I see it. I do. So we're about to close the month. Thank God. Because March has been the most boring month in crypto. The fact that Bitcoin has had 0 gains or losses. I think everyone's just confused at this point. Everyone like threw their life savings into it, and then they check it, then they're like, huh? Mr. Robert said, on the daily was where I was looking. I got no idea either, man. The way things are being affected lately, it's so drastic. Plus, we got Liberation Day on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday. So it's going to be weird. Going to be a weird one. I got to go to freaking work tomorrow. That sucks. Jim said, yeah, but with how weak March looks, we can get a nice minus 18% April. Yeah, that's possible. It's possible. We do have this funky fractal, which is potentially calling for another 11% down. Bottom around 72K. I've been looking at 70K personally. But who knows, man? Who knows? It's literally anyone's game. I think we're definitely probably going to dip into Liberation Day. And then from there, we're going to have to see what happens, man. We're going to have to see what happens. Tyler said, me too, work blows. Honestly, if Liberation Day was on Tuesday, I'd probably just take Monday off. Because I'm definitely taking Liberation Day off. I'm not going to work on Wednesday. You kidding me? I'm going to be streaming all day like an idiot. Watching this shit go to zero. It's going to be a fun time, though. It's going to be a fun time. I have faith in the amount of fun that we can bring to it. So. But anyways, I'm probably going to call it. It looks like we're going to get a little dumpy poo. And then maybe a little recovery. The same thing that's been happening. Because it's kind of funny to watch it wick back up. Everyone gets mad that it's going down and then it wicks back up, and everybody gets mad that it's wicking back up. It's definitely been interesting. Market's oversold, though. So, Mr. Robert said, peace out, y'all. See ya, JJ. I still say a threesome is a Canadian threesome. A threesome is a Canadian threesome. We got to come up with a name for it, man. A large farva. I like large farva. I don't know if that's strictly has anything to do with Canada. All I can think of is the sequel to Super Trooper. Hat trick. All right, yeah, I'm going to call it. Bitcoin's getting a little bit dumpy, so definitely keep an eye on it. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Sunday and good night.